In this short video, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, why I chose to be a real estate broker, and why I chose eXp Real Estate. First of all, my name is Eric Bengal. Now, with a name like Bengal and growing up in Pittsburgh, you can imagine I was teased a lot considering that one of Pittsburgh's biggest football rivals are the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, that's fine. It just makes my name that much easier to remember. I grew up in a very holistic and health-conscious household. My dad is a chiropractor, and my mom helped out in the office. I would spend most days in the office running around bothering the patients. I too became a chiropractor and practiced for 25 years. One thing I realized early on was that to stay busy, you needed new business. Therefore, I got really good at marketing. When I started out in practice, the internet wasn't around, so we needed to find creative ways to tell others about our office. Since I couldn't do it all, I decided to develop a team that would do my marketing for me, so I could focus on taking care of my patients. Our team was all over the place, and this was a good way to get the word out about our business. But when social media came about, this was a game changer. We could be everywhere and never needed to leave the office. I turned my marketing team into social media gurus, and we flooded the area. With this power of marketing, I was able to build multiple offices offering all types of services to all of our patients. We employed medical doctors, physical rehabilitation staff, and a team of chiropractors. Then, in 2015, I had the opportunity to sell my practices. I then shifted my focus into real estate. 3 years later, I was not only a multi-million-dollar per year producer, but I had gotten my broker's license. I wanted to open my own brokerage. Well, that wasn't until I learned more about what eXp had to offer. When I started out in real estate, I decided to interview as many offices as I could see so I could see what the best fit would be for me. I did not understand the business very well at the time, so I picked what I thought was the nicest, most modern and busy office. The office was in a small suburb in Pittsburgh, and the brokerage was called Howard Hanna. In Pittsburgh, if you mention Howard Hanna Real Estate, 95 to 99% of the population knows who you're talking about. They are a large and well-respected brokerage in our area. I got my start with Howard Hanna, and I even remain friends with a lot of those agents today. But I wanted my own brokerage. I knew that with Howard Hanna, that wasn't going to happen. I also witnessed a lot of agents who would stick around for years and years, and when they were done selling real estate, they just retired. They had nothing to fall back on for their years of service. A friend of mine, Darren Cottrell, had a small traditional brokerage in the area. In addition to his traditional brokerage, he owned American Destiny Real Estate, which was a nationwide agent referral network. I had the opportunity to work with my clients listing and selling homes, and I also had the opportunity to work with agents across the country who would sell assets we had from the banks, private investors, and hedge fund managers who were our clients. In addition to working with my clients, Darren asked if I could help bring the latest technology into his business. We had a good IDX website, but we needed something for our agents to engage with clients, and we wanted to have their own branded websites. So I called all the big tech companies and asked thousands of questions. The one company that impressed me the most was Inside Real Estate. They had a product called Conversion that some brokerages around the country were using. After careful research, we made the decision to invest in what Inside Real Estate had to offer. I dove in and learned everything I could about this new technology. We loved what they had to offer. At the same time we were investing in Conversion, I had had a presentation with an agent who had told me about eXp Real Estate. I liked what the agent was telling me about at the time, but our brokerage was doing really well, and the brick and mortar model was still making sense. This was in 2018, and eXp had just around 15,000 agents, from what I remember. So now fast forward another year or two, and my friend who owns American Destiny Real Estate started to talk to me about this company called eXp Real Estate. He said that a lot of his colleagues in the industry were moving their entire brokerages over to eXp. Some of these brokerages had hundreds of agents, and he started asking me what I thought. I said I would reach out to his colleagues who had made the move and do some research. I did a complete review of our brokerage, where we were and where we wanted to go in the future. And after carefully weighing the pros and cons, we knew that the best decision we could make for our brokerage and our agents was to join eXp, and we have not looked back since. One of the biggest benefits we've found with being affiliated with eXp is the flexibility we have. Our agents can form teams, work independently, work on a referral basis, and even work on growing their revenue share. It's hard to believe to me that eXp makes it this easy for agents to share in the success of those we have introduced to the company. I truly feel like an owner. When we joined eXp, we were fortunate to have some of those larger brokerages as affiliates of ours. We engaged in a lot of discussion with them about eXp, how to set things up, and most importantly, if you've not been paying attention up to this point in time, this is vitally important, which group to align with in eXp. Yes, this makes a difference. Our group is called the Pathway Group, and we have over 25 real estate agents from all over the country who engage with our agents as much or as little as they want. But the most important thing is that they're available. I've never had this anywhere else before. Our coaches are all agents in the Pathway Group, so they have a vested interest in all of our agents in the group doing well. In my opinion, the Pathway Group is the best group in all of the eXp real estate. The way that eXp was set up by its founder, Glenn Sanford, was that when you come into eXp, you have a sponsor. In other brokerages, you may have had a sponsor, someone who introduced you to the brokerage, but once you were up to speed, that person may have seen you as a competitor, or you may have sponsored someone, but you had never actually shared in that agent's success once you referred them to the brokerage. With our model, your sponsor shares in your success, and you share in those you have brought into the company. Our group meets weekly, actually a few times per week, but we don't just chat. We train, we share, we teach, and we brainstorm. You never know when that next great idea will come. And if you know other agents, you're going to want to tell them how much you love eXp, because now everyone who you introduce to the company becomes your business partner. They win and you win. What Glenn's developed when he started eXp was pure genius. The revenue share program is unique to our industry and what really sets us apart. Some think that that's all we focus on. The truth of the matter is that if homes are not being sold by eXp agents, then nobody wins. The home buyers don't get their homes, the sellers are stuck with their properties, and agents are broke. But eXp agents are selling homes, and now with over 85,000 agents across the world, we are being looked at by agents as a strong company. What I've learned with eXp is that it's our ability to collaborate and work together that makes us successful. Just last week, I was on a call with about 50 agents in our Pathway Group, and we were just sharing ideas and talking about new technologies that were emerging. Technology is definitely a plus with eXp, but honestly, it's our agents that set us apart. With the training we have available, our agents can become some of the most prepared in the industry. There just isn't any excuse for not being successful. We have the tools both in tech and in training. I want to also let you know that members of our group have access to I also want to let you know that members of our group have access to transactional assistants who can help you with your offers, and our brokers are top notch. So anyhow, that's why I'm working with eXp. So if you have any questions, give me a call. Our brokerage may not be the right fit for you. Hopefully you have had an opportunity to watch those videos on our webpage. When Darren and I brought our brokerage over to eXp, we did our due diligence. We asked questions and we learned as much as we could. Once you have watched the videos, you're welcome to set up a time to have a conversation. Initially, we'll just plan for 30 minutes, but if you need more time or if you have more questions than 30 minutes allows for, I can spend as much time as you need to make the right decision. Just use the link on this webpage to set up a call. I may not have all the answers, but if I don't have the answers you're looking for, I have others in our group who do, and I'll make sure that you have all of your questions answered. I hope you have a great productive day. I wish you all the best of success, happiness, and health, and I hope to hear from you soon.